Like the look of this one. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Looking at the scoreboard.
Well, hello, my friends. And welcome back to another episode of... And today, of course, we are at the Champions Invitational first round action, and it's taking place in Echo Park, which is a fairly challenging course, as I understand, but never having played it, we're about to find out, so should be an interesting time, to say the least. Anyway, why don't we go see if I know where the bear poops in the buckwheat here, shall we? All right. Let's go get some of this. We'll see you out there, yeah? Okay.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Champions Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
That's no doubt about it, Henny. It appears this player's target is to beat Ricky Fowler this week. You certainly won't beat him in the popularity stakes, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure, Luke. Pretty Ricky, he's got the crowd behind him. Even if he's not feeling up for it, he's going to be buoyed along by all those fans in orange. And hey, he hits it a mile, by the way. I mean, he's no fool. He's not just a pretty boy with a big crowd following him. He's got game to back it up.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. This shot from around the 200-yard mark. Opting for the hybrid, I think. Oh, that was pure. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup.
That'll sting a bit. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is what they have left for a par.
And that's an opening hole par for this player.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
He finds himself in a share of 4th. And now let's catch up with John McCarthy for an on-course report. What can we expect from Echo Park Golf Club this week, John?
Well, Luke, one thing I can say about this after walking the course this morning, it's a long one. So distance off the tee, especially important here at Echo Park. The course starts off along the big lake. There are a few holes that hug the edge of this lake, not unlike Bay Hill, but here you get hit with it right off the start. And when you get away from the water, you get hit with the sand on the 6th. There's a thin corridor of fairway that leads to the green that weaves its way through. I think there's 5-6 bunkers leading up to and surrounding the 6th green. And from there on out, the players are going to be on the watch for the sand because it's sneaky and it's hard to avoid in certain situations. It's going to be an exciting time here, I think, this week at Echo Park.
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Oh, that's a great shot and sets up a wonderful birdie look here at the 2nd. Ouch, that hurts. A par putt awaits. That's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert.
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
Here we are at the third.
That dog will hunt.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. Let's take another look at Tiger from earlier.
I got to say, his short game is one of the best in the game.
Oh, that's the shot. Go ahead and make one. Don't worry about getting it up and down. Let's return to live play now. 6 feet remaining to the cup. That's inside the range. And now to the standings. They sit in second place behind Ricky Fowler.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Here we are at Echo Park Golf Club, the 4th hole, and it's a big brute of a par 4.
Off the tee, your eyes look down the left-hand side and see 2 massive bunkers and obviously the water, so anything right of that is just fine. If you find the fairway, second shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green that has got bunkers down the right-hand side. Distance control with that second shot is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie.
Well, this should find the short grass. Sitting at 1 under in a share of second spot. Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. Wow, what a shot.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
And this putt is to move into a share for the lead. That's pretty tidy. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And that will take him to 2 under. And after that hole, they're currently in a tie for the lead with Ricky Fowler. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Going with the 7. Great looking shot this. That is absolutely brilliant.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. And that will take him to 3 under. Putting for birdie. Oh, what a super shot. And that will take her to 1 under. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That one's heading down Broadway. Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
This player is making a statement with that approach shot. I think this rivalry with Ricky Fowler is really inspiring him to fire at those flags.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
If they can sink this, they'll pull ahead of Fowler. This could get interesting.
Get excited. This could go in. And that will put them ahead of their rival. A great performance on this hole. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Here's Ricky Fowler. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Luke, that's a stonking drive.
Second shot here on the 7th. And this from the greenside rough. And this putt will take them to 5 under.
Little birdie look in here.
Like the look of this one. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Looking at the scoreboard now, and this player is currently in top spot with Ricky Fowler in 2nd. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Going with the hybrid. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Well, there's action aplenty all over the course. Let's have a look at this highlight from another player. Okay, time to return to the action. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Ooh, right by the hole. No, that's too bad. Just 3 feet to the cup. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Currently 5 under for the round. We have a par 4 on this one. Nicely done. Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game and again, to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just he changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport, and all of a sudden he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. it just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you know, you got guys that are young and wearing these tight-fitting clothes, going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player. And, you know, everybody else was just kind of sitting there in awe going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen, I expect to win every single week out there, and sure enough, that's what he did.
Handy effort, that one. Getting ready to play their third. He shares the lead. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently in first place, looking to hold that lead here.
Why don't we catch up with Ricky Fowler? Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will move him to 6 under par. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. The 11th at Echo Park is a par 4 stretching at 430 from the back tees.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. Find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
And now we go to the 15th, where this happened just a moment ago.
Check this one out from the fairway bunker.
Rich is one of the rare players to ever tame the Tiger in a major championship. How did you manage to do it?
Taming him, that's a big stretch there. You know, I did it because I never had to play with him. I was fortunate enough to not be paired with him the third round, nor in the final round when I was paired with Justin Leonard. And going back to the comments about the roars, you know, not knowing that was him making those birdies. You assumed it was, you couldn't deny that it was, but not knowing, it was a lot easier to say, well, that was Fred Funk, who he was playing with in the final round, who was having such a great week as it was. It was easier to deflect that a little bit. I think if I would have played alongside him, I think things might have been a little bit differently, because he does bring a different energy, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But when you start hearing those roars going up and you're playing with them, well, you know exactly what's going on. But when you're not playing with them, I was able to kind of deflect what he was actually doing, and I was fortunate.
This one could take a little bounce to the left. Playing within their comfort zone there. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. Ooh. That's disappointing. And this one is for his par. After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second. Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down that right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Colin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
From the sand, are they able to get up and down? Oh, almost went in. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Let's see what happens here at the 14th. Well, that's the perfect shape. Just controlling a fade. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
Going with the 8-iron here. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. That's a wonderful shot here at the 14th and sets up a chance for birdie. All these are good putts to make. Good for momentum, right on 7 feet.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And that will take him to 7 under. Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. This one from about 160 yards out. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Just didn't drop. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Always frustrated by missing a green.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
Ooh, that almost went down. He has this putt to save his par. That's well holed. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Birdied their last hole.
And this putt will take them to 5 under par.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Should find the green here. A wonderful shot here at the 17th and a chance for birdie. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Looking good so far.
Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second. Now take the stroll to the final tee of this round. Oh, that is bombed. It's been a good year. 3 wins so far this season. And here we are with the third shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity. It's got a chance. And with that putt, concludes this players' round. Yeah, got to be pleased with that performance in first place at the completion of their first round.
Luke, big lead to the opening 36, but no time to get complacent. There's still a lot of golf to play, and they need to continue to make birdies in order to finish ahead.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
Well, there we go. No so bad on that. Not bad for a day's work. Certainly not far enough ahead that I could relax any, but yeah, no so bad. All right, guys. Well, as always, love and light. Brightest blessings, yeah? Hey, go tell somebody you love them, yeah? Okay, bye for now.